What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I am your host, as always, UnrealEntGaming, everybody. Welcome back to another awesome episode here today. We are officially in May. That means Godzilla is only a week away. Summertime is officially a month away. I really can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. It's this time of year when everybody just goes outside, goes to the beach, goes to vacations, camping trips, road trips, everything in between. I really can't wait. So many things are going to happen, guys. I mean, literally, I really hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. The weather is finally getting good, which is really awesome for everybody because we all get to be outside now and just hanging out, you know, having that summertime vibe where we're all outside enjoying life, and I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Now, to get on to the questions, everybody, before I begin, please don't forget to add me on Twitch, everybody, at AlexAnimal7 for all the hottest broadcasts and live streams on the PS4 and Xbox One. So anyways, everybody, let's begin our questions here today from you guys to me, beginning with our first question, which is from across the pond, and it is from...
Hey, Alex. I'm Jamie. I'm delivering my fan mail of the week to you. Let me apologize to you in advance. I don't feel comfortable showing my face on YouTube, even though you seem harmless. I'm not being, like, rude and saying, like, you're some predator on the internet or anything. I'm just saying I prefer not to share my face on the internet, so we'll just go with audio on a slideshow. But anyway, I'd like to start off with my fan mail of the week. Question 1. What are your two favorite Dragon Ball Z games out of any that's been released? My two favorites are Ultimate Tenkaichi and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Now, I just loved Budokai Tenkaichi 3 because it was one of the first games, Dragon Ball Z games I ever played, actually. And Ultimate Tenkaichi, I liked the graphics in them and graphics in it, and how it had full HD cutscenes the way it did. I believe that was Ultimate Tenkaichi. I haven't played it for a while. Anyway, question 2. If you could throw two Dragon Ball Z games together and create the next-gen Dragon Ball Z game for, like, the Xbox One and PS4, what games would they be? I'd pick Battle of Z, you know, having the multiple characters on the screen on your team, and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Like, just everything about Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and just the online and the online and the multiple characters on the screen. That would be my idea of a Dragon Ball Z game. Everything about Budokai Tenkaichi 3, adding bits and pieces from Battle of Z. And yeah. Sorry. Everything else from Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Question 3. Are you going to do a 100,000 subscriber video or special if you do hit 100,000, which I guarantee you would in the next month or so? But anyway, like a live stream or a giveaway, cause like if you maybe a gaming marathon or something like that, if you get the time, obviously. Because of course you do have a life, but yeah, if you would you do a gaming marathon? Would you do a giveaway? Would you just do a live stream where you play like some online of Dragon Ball Z for like DBZ, Battle of Z for a while or something like that? That'd be cool. Question 4. If you could, would you pick any other sport besides wrestling? Like, I've never actually seen any of your wrestling videos. I've never shown much interest in it. But if you had the opportunity, would you take a different sporting path? Me personally, I like basketball and baseball, although we don't do much baseball here in Australia. So, You know, we do have basketball though. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for taking the time to listen to me. I hope you have an awesome week, and rest of your life, I guess. So, goodbye.
A predator? I'm not a predator. Pull down your pants. No, I'm just kidding. I completely understand, man. Trust me, there's no harm to it. But thank you for the questions. I greatly appreciate it. Now, to answer your first question, what are my favorite DBZ games? Well, just like you, I would have to say Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Raging Blast 2. The only reason why I wouldn't say Ultimate Tenkaichi is because their combination system wasn't all that great. You know, like you didn't have enough freedom in my personal opinion. Don't you think the game could have been a lot better? The graphics were amazing. The graphics were just, woof, they were really good. And the way you fought the boss battles, those were really good as well. Except I felt like there was a lack of freedom, and I felt like there was a lack of combinations and unique moves per character. Every character had their own unique, special and finisher and ways to blow up the planet, which was amazing. But yet they still lacked a few things. Character creation was awesome, except it lacked so much. It was so basic. The character roster was very small and very dumb. I was like, where's everybody else? You know. But aside from that, I would have to say Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and Raging Blast 2, because Raging Blast 2 had the graphics, they had the up-to-date cinematics, they had everything about the game. I mean, the story mode was shit, but the overall gameplay was awesome, and it had multiplayer, so why not, you know? Of course, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, because of the awesome story, because of the tremendous amount of characters you have, biggest roster to date. So I would have to say those two games were my favorites. So Ultimate Tenkaichi could have been one of them if they did it right. So to answer your second question, if I had to throw two DBZ games together and fuse them to make one good and one great next generation game, what would it be? I would have to say Raging Blast 2, because of the online system, because of the graphics, because of the what-if characters, because of the roster. And I would have to say probably that's actually I don't know. I would say Battle of Z, because of the multiplayer and the amount of characters you have. So I would have to say Raging Blast 2 and Battle of Z. I would say Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but the only reason why I'm saying Raging Blast is because of the graphics and the what-if characters. That's the only reason why, to be honest. But then again, I mean, I would say Budokai Tenkaichi 3 as well, because they did have GT characters in there as well. So it would be really cool to see GT characters stand alongside Birusu and Whis and Super Saiyan God, Goku, and stuff like that. But overall, I do believe that Zenkai Battle or something like Raging Blast 3 should be the next step for Dragon Ball Z, because if they don't follow up with this, they're going to lose a lot of fans, you know? Like, fans want to see bigger and better, so why not incorporate Raging Blast 3, for example, or maybe, just somewhere along those lines. I mean, if they decide to make another Battle of Z game, I just hope to Christ that they do it right. Like, they do the graphics better, they do more combinations, cinematics, and stuff like that, because aside from that, if they don't do that right, then the game is going to suck. So to answer your third question, what will I be doing for my 100,000 special? You're just going to have to, I'm really going to keep that under wraps. It's going to be a surprise. That's all I'm going to say right now. You guys are going to like it. You guys are going to love it. Will I be doing a marathon? Like I said, I'm trying to really keep that a secret. I think the day I reach, very close to it, I'm going to announce some things that I'm going to be doing. But as for the actual project, it's a surprise. But I will be doing something, so. And to answer your last question, if I had to pick any other sport besides wrestling, you said basketball. I would have to pick two. Either professional fighting, MMA, or football. I've always wanted to play football because I love the physical altercation. I love the way the sport is portrayed. Now, football can be referred to as different stuff, because in Europe, football is mostly tied in with soccer. But I'm talking about American football. I would love to play offensive lineman at least. But aside from that, if I can't do that, then I would have to say MMA. I think I'm built for that stuff. You know, whether it be Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, you know, whatever the case may be, I would probably do that, you know, because the art of MMA is executing a fighting style to its perfection. And if I can't do MMA, then I'll just go with boxing as my last resort. But aside from that, I mean, I would do basketball, but I haven't played basketball since high school. I mean, I was really good when I was playing basketball in high school, but then after that, I just completely just lost interest in playing it. So if I had to pick any sports, it would be football, MMA, and boxing. So those would be the three that I would probably lean toward more so. But anyways, my friend, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I really thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a great week, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Sean Adams. Hey, Alex, a fan here. It's time for me to send fan mail for you. I hope to answer my questions. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What do you think about Alice being the star of all of the Resident Evil movies, but she's not in any of the games? Question 2, what do you think about Windows 8, and do you think they should make Windows 9? Question 3, have you ever played Dragon Ball Z Zenkai Battle Royale? It's really awesome. The graphics are 100%. You'll love it. If you want to go on YouTube and type in Dragon Ball Z Zenkai Battle PC, and then click the first video. The person's playing the game with Frieza. So question number 4, if Alex Mercer from Prototype was sent to Resident Evil 7, do you think it would have made a difference? Well, Alex, those are all my questions for now. P.S. Resident Evil 6 is the bomb. Wow. Really, game? How come you never did a Let's Play on it on YouTube about it? Well, I did do a Let's Play on Resident Evil 6. Go back and watch my early videos. I did it in 2012, and I'm thinking about doing it again. I'm trying to finish up with all the other stuff that I have going on right now. But Resident Evil 6, it was bad because they didn't really do a good job with it. But you know deep down inside they could have done a better job, so... All right, well, to answer your first question, Alice being the star of Resident Evil and not being in the game, I think it's incredibly stupid to have a character that has no tie-in with the actual game, but yet you're placing her in the movie. What freaking sense does that make? Somebody please explain to me, like... It makes no sense to have a character that never existed in the game to have her on the big screen. Paul W.S. Anderson ruined Resident Evil. Resident Evil could have been so much better, but Resident Evil just turned out to be a mediocre franchise because they have this one woman by the name of Alice who wants to go on ahead and kick zombie butt by karate chopping them and just punching them in the face. You're not going to fucking punch a zombie in the face with like your bare knuckles. You're not going to snap its neck like it's, you know, Sunday dinner. I mean... I don't know, man. Resident Evil just... Unless, of course, they do a reboot, which I really hope they do. I pray to God they do a Resident Evil movie reboot. They really ought to just take that character Alice and just like completely remove her from the franchise. Alice has no relevance. She was an OP character. I mean, you guys have to admit she was very overpowered. She took on every single freaking villain, every single monster, and just beat them all. She took on Wesker, beat him. Took on Nemesis, beat him. Took on the Tyrant, beat him. Took on millions of zombies, beat them. Took on the axe murderer from Resident Evil 5. The Kingpin, and just murdered him. It was like she's over here, you know, just completely whipping ass for no reason, and she's like, what is she, like Superwoman or something? Like she's able to like whoop everybody and not get damaged. I mean, it's ridiculous. They really ought to end the franchise and then just do an entire reboot. Resident Evil could be such a fantastic film if they reboot it correctly. So honestly, what are my thoughts on her? I don't like her in the film, and personally, for me, I hate the film, so what more can I say? To answer your second question, Windows 8. Well, I'm pretty sure they're working on Windows 9. Do I think they should make it now? Absolutely not. Windows 8 just came out not too long ago, so why not, you know, just execute that to its fullest extent? As for Windows 9, I'm not entirely sure how Windows 9 will work. I'm pretty sure it will come out in the future, but as of right now, do I think they should make Windows 9 right now? No, because they should stick with Windows 8 and just execute that very well to its fullest extent in order for them to get, you know, the full satisfaction. Just execute Windows 8 before doing Windows 9. To answer your third question, I heard about Zenkai Battle Royale. This is my thing. Japan always has great games. You know, these independent companies, they make great Dragon Ball Z games. But yet, you know, when it comes to America, they make something like Battle of Z. And the game isn't, you know, absolutely horrible. It's not the worst thing ever created in mankind history. But it could be better. I mean, Zenkai Battle Royale looks amazing. I do believe that if these companies want to market and get a lot of money off Dragon Ball Z, they ought to listen to the fans for once, because we as fans have been wanting so much more from these companies, and they just don't even bother to listen to us because they feel like they're better than us. And I mean, at the end of the day, what's a corporation? What's a company without us? You know, we make everything what it is. So personally, for me, I do believe that they ought to take the ideas of Zenkai Battle Royale and just go with that and just learn from it, just in case they want to mimic the actual product. Give us a what if story. Give us character creations. How many years have we've been asking for character creations, and they finally give it to us in Ultimate Tenkaichi, and it wasn't as good as we thought it'd be, you know? So the graphics are 100%. I do believe they could be a lot better. Don't you think so? Especially if they plan on coming out with it for the PS4, Xbox One, the graphics could be a lot better. So as of right now, we're just gonna have to play the waiting game to see what happens next. So, and to answer your final question, Alex Mercer in Prototype, would he make a difference in Resident Evil 7? That wouldn't make any sense at all. I mean, I would hate for them to do that, honestly. Terrible idea. Would it make a difference? Yeah, it would. But having that idea incorporated would be horrible, because it wouldn't make any sense to have a character from another game come in and just take over Resident Evil 7, honestly. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a blessed day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Nathan Teely. Hey Alex, how's your day, dude? My day is going really good. I'm very happy because I actually have some stuff to do later, which is kind of bad, but I'm really happy because later today, me and my friends are gonna go to Dave and Buster's. Yeah, I know, corny, right? Dude, you are #1 for me. Thank you, man. All my friends talk about PewDiePie being the best, but then I correct them and tell them that you're the best. Thank you, man. That really means a lot. Thank you. I mean, I think your friends, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them liking PewDiePie. I like PewDiePie, but I mean, for you to think that I'm the best, it means the world to me. So thank you. All right, let's get on to the questions. Question number 1. I did some research about Raging Blast 3, and it looks amazing. It has Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball AF characters, and so much more. Question 2, who would win, Rygor or Zykor? Question number 3, fusion of Bills and Whis versus Ascended Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Question 4, can you do more battle sagas and memories? Question 4, would you rather A, use shit for shampoo for a month, ew, or B, fuse with Yamcha and then refuse with a fusion of a squid and Yajirobe, or C, go see a Resident Evil movie with your friends Justin and Paul's moms on their... Oh, whoa! Justin and Paul's moms while they're on their periods. Holy God. Thanks for answering my questions, Alex. May God bless you. God bless you as well, Nathan. But damn, that was a harsh last question. To answer your first question, Raging Blast 3, like I said, it looks phenomenal. The graphics are amazing, and they do have a lot of characters. They have Super Saiyan 5 Goku. They have so many other things. Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. They have, you know, all forms of... Gohan. They have all sorts of things. They have Bills, they have Whis, they have all sorts of characters, and you know, the overall story looks phenomenal. You know, like the way you're fighting the big bosses are just awesome. Like everything about the game screams perfection. They have an amazing character creation monologue. So I mean, Raging Blast 3 needs to come about, because if it doesn't, I just feel like we're never going to get the perfect Dragon Ball Z game. I mean, honestly, I don't think we're ever going to get the perfect Dragon Ball Z game, because like I said, these companies overlook what we want, what we think. You have to remember, Nathan, I mean, do you really think these companies care about me? Come on. Even if I am a big YouTuber, do you really think they care about my opinion? Do you think they care about your opinion? They don't care about our opinions. They care about our money. That's all they care about, because these companies are corporations, and yes, I mean, rightfully so. But don't you think if these guys want money, give us what we want and we'll give you our money? I mean, it makes no sense. So Raging Blast 3 needs to happen, because if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a huge flop, in my opinion. I mean, I can't really say for the next game because we don't know what it is. But if it's Raging Blast 3, then I hope to God they execute it correct. And even if they go about their own ideas, I'm really excited to see Raging Blast 3, because Raging Blast 2 is really good. So to answer your second question, Rygor versus Zykor, that's actually very hard. Alright, it took a Super Saiyan 5 to be Zykor, and Rygor defeated a full-powered Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and nearly killed him. Damn, that's hard. Honestly, guys, if you want my honest opinion, I do believe that in the end, Rygor would win, but not by much. Rygor was a Super Saiyan 5, and rightfully so. I mean, Zykor is one as well. But if those two were to collide, the only reason why I would say Rygor would win is because he has the experience of fighting other Saiyans and other sort of enemies before him. Remember in the fanfic, Rygor fought other Metamorph fusions. That's why he was able to combat Gogeta very easily. So honestly, between the two, I would have to say Rygor. You can't count Exior, aka Zykor, out the mix because he's very powerful as well. He's half God and half Saiyan. Half God being through the South Supreme Kai, and half Saiyan being through Goku. So it's very interesting because he has unnatural powers. Like, he's able to literally destroy stuff and destroy beings. He killed, I believe, Goten. Rygor killed Oob. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So I think if these two fought, it would be a very awesome battle because they're both pure evil. But in the end, I do believe that Rygor would win, but it probably wouldn't be by much. I do believe he would struggle. I mean, that's without a shadow of a doubt. Rygor would struggle because Zykor did combat Super Saiyan 5 Goku, and he did give him a hard time. So in the end, I would have to say Rygor. To answer your third question, a fusion of Bills and Whis or Gogeta, I'm sorry, but the fusion would overtake Gogeta. Just think about that. Two gods fusing. Think about that. This isn't just two Saiyans fusing. It's two gods. Two gods are fusing into one being. Now, an ascended Super Saiyan 4 full-powered Gogeta would be very powerful, don't get me wrong. He would be able to rip universes apart. But this new god fusion would be 10 times more powerful. Because if Whis is supposed to be the most powerful and Bills is supposed to be the second, if those two combined powers, I mean, it would be astronomical in terms of speed, strength, durability, technique. Everything about Bills and Whis would scream perfection, whereas opposed to Gogeta would be near perfection. So honestly, I do believe the God Fusion would win. Although I would love to see that fusion battle go down, in the end, I would have to say the God Fusion would win. To answer your fourth question, when am I going to be doing more battle sagas and memories? Well, as you saw, I am doing more. In terms of memories, I have a lot more to actually state to you guys and just share with you guys. You have to stay tuned for that. But battle sagas and memories are definitely coming along. For those of you out there who haven't already done so, please check out my What If battles on Dragon Ball Z. I have some of the best and biggest What If battles you will ever find on YouTube. I have Super Saiyan 5 Goku versus Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. I have the fusion of adult Gotenks from GT versus Vegeta Trunks, the fusion of Future Trunks and Vegeta. So many fights, Super Saiyan 4 Broly versus Super Saiyan 5 Gogeta. So many awesome stuff. So just to put that on layaway, I will be doing more, so all you have to do is just stay tuned. And to answer your final question, I would have to say I would pick option C, go to the movies to go see the Resident Evil film with Paul and Justin's mom, because number one, I wouldn't want to wash myself with shit for a month because I would probably die from, just, oh God. And B, I would never want to fuse with Yamcha ever because he's useless. And having to fuse with a damn octopus, squid, and fucking Yajirobe would be even worse. So I would have to say just sit there and endure 130 minutes of a movie and then get back to my normal life rather than doing any of the two. So, but anyways, Mr. Nathan, thank you for the questions, man. I hope you have a blessed day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Jug Deep. Hey Alex, how you doing, brother? I'm a huge fan of your channel. Trust me, you have no idea how much I love your channel. I'm a long time subscriber. I used my bro's YouTube account, then made this one to watch your videos. Anyway, on to the questions. Thank you, my friend. It really means a lot when you people say that to me. It makes me feel happy. Like, I wish you guys can see my face. Like, I smile when you guys say that. Question number 1. Have you ever won a title? Question 2. Would Cell beat Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the Buu Saga because Vegeta said he was weaker? Question 3. Hi, Mom. Question 4. Will you play any Assassin's Creed game on your channel? Question 5. Are you getting Watch Dogs? Question 6. You've said this so many times, but what is your PS4 name? Question 7. What are you doing for your 100,000K special? Question 8. I've seen you wrestle and you're really good, but you are playing the bad guy. But are you playing the bad guy because people boo at you, which I hate because you're an amazing person? That's it, man. Thank you for everything. God bless with all of my heart, brother. P.S. You WWE champion would be the best thing. Take care, man. Thank you so much, man. That means the world to me. God bless you as well, my friend. To answer your first question, have I ever won a title? No, not yet. I am on the verge of winning my first title, and just when I say wait, I mean wait. Just wait and see. I'm actually going to have a wrestling event here in New York, in Brooklyn, in case you guys want to attend. For those of you out there who are watching this who are in the New York area, it's going to go down next week, May 16th, House of Glory. So if you guys want more information, go to the website at houseofgloryonline.com and go on ahead and just get ticket information. If you guys want, you can be there, and guess what? You guys will see me. You guys will get to hang out with me. So even after the show, we can hang out, just whatever. I don't mind it whatsoever, so if you guys want to do that. But have I ever won a title? No, not yet, but I will. Very, very soon I will. Question 2, to answer your second question, would Cell beat Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? No. Cell would not come close to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, even if he was a little weaker, because remember, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, despite whether he was weaker or not, would still be able to handle Cell no problem. I mean, especially if Gohan took the fight very serious from the get-go, realizing how strong Cell is, he would definitely have the victory, so... To answer your fourth question, will I be doing Assassin's Creed? I did do Assassin's Creed a very long time ago, 2 years ago, like I said. But am I planning to do more? Maybe, depending on which game it is. I mean, Black Flag was okay. I mean, it is what it is. But in terms of multiplayer, I would do multiplayer rather than anything else because multiplayer seems to be fun. So, I mean, why not do multiplayer in an aspect? So, maybe. I mean, I'm still debating on that, so... To answer your fifth question, am I getting Watch Dogs? Absolutely. Watch Dogs is going to be phenomenal. And I really hope you guys are going to stay tuned and watch because I'm going to do some really epic stuff on Watch Dogs. In case you guys thought my GTA stuff was amazing, just wait and see Watch Dogs. It's going to be awesome. To answer your sixth question, my PS4 name is AlexAnimal7. In case you guys want to add me on there, you can go on ahead and add me on there. I'm willing to play any game you guys want to play, so just all you have to do is just let me know. So, to answer your seventh question, I just answered the 100K special. I will be doing something very special. I'm not going to say what because I'm trying to keep it as a surprise. But all I have to say to that is just wait and stay tuned because you're going to really like it. I really hope a lot of you guys like it. So, it's very memorable and it's going to be amazing. So, all I have to say to that is just stay tuned. I'm not going to give out any information just yet because still just a little too early. So... and to answer your final question, yes, I play the bad guy only in New York. The only reason why I play the bad guy in New York is because they want me to, and it's really fun to do that sometimes, you know. So it is what it is, but I really hope to see you at an event, you know. I wouldn't mind it whatsoever. But anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions. It really meant a lot to me, and I hope you have a blessed day, my friend. Take care. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Black Star Flash. Hey, Alex, enjoying the new chair? About the new chair, I think it's starting to wear out on me. Yeah. I hope it doesn't end up like the old one, but let's just hope for the best because this chair has been creaking a little bit and it's been pissing me off. All right, question number 1. Who would win, Omega Shenron or Whis? Question number 2, who would win, Thor versus Superman? Question number 3, who would win, Wonder Woman or Thor? Question number 4, who would win, Captain America or The Flash? Question number 5, Watch Dogs or Destiny? Question number 4, Thor or Aquaman? All right, well, to answer your first question, Omega Shenron is very powerful. You guys, some of you guys tend to forget that. He's the most powerful villain in DBZ history, period, aside from Bills and Whis. If Omega Shenron were to battle Whis, I do believe Whis would win without a shadow of a doubt, without question. Whis would beat down Omega Shenron. Whis is very powerful. I mean, that's what you guys are forgetting to understand as well. He literally hit Bills once. He hit Bills once and Bills just went into a sleep. He hit Bills so hard, he knocked him into sleep for 3 years. I mean, that's if that's not powerful, I don't know what is. So between the two, I would have to say Whis would definitely win. Whis would give Omega Shenron the biggest ass whooping of his life. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, Whis would definitely take that. To answer your second question, Thor or Superman, that's actually very hard because in the comics, Superman beat Thor and he was able to wield his hammer. Honestly, this is actually very tough for me. Thor is a demigod, Superman is not. Thor has magic, Superman does not, but Superman is 10 million times stronger than Thor and 10 million times faster. but Thor has a magical hammer, willing and able to destroy planets, and Superman has the durability to withstand supernovas. That's actually very hard. I mean, if you're incorporating magic, I would have to say Thor would win. But if you're talking just pure one-on-one fight, no holds barred, I do believe Superman would win. You guys are forgetting Superman is very, very powerful. His only weakness are magic and kryptonite. Unless, of course, Thor uses that magic to his advantage, he would win. But I don't know, man. In terms of strength, I mean, I'm pretty sure Superman would punch Thor's freaking head off. But honestly, I don't know. I would have to say Thor. Maybe. I don't know. I'm tied between this one. Well, the actual hammer is counted as magic. All right, you know what? I'm just going to say Thor. I would say Thor just because of magic. If this guy incorporates his magic abilities, he would be able to bring Superman down. If not, then Thor is screwed without a shadow of a doubt, man. To answer your third question, Wonder Woman or Thor? Damn. Why am I leaning more towards Wonder Woman on this one? I don't know, man. I don't know. Once again, I would have to say Thor. Thor would definitely take that one as well. Maybe, give or take. Give or take the situation, I think Thor would win. But Wonder Woman is said to be a little stronger than Superman in terms of some aspects. So, I mean, she is a powerful Amazonian woman. So, I don't know. I would have to say Thor. To answer your fourth question, the Flash would beat Captain America without even question. Do you want to know why? Even though Captain America is a super soldier, the Flash is so fast. How is Captain America supposed to catch something or hit something or detect something if he can't see it? That's how fast the Flash would be. He would literally just run circles around him. He would literally obliterate him. I mean, the Flash would just run circles around Captain America, unless, of course, Captain America had some sort of special ability where he was able to catch Flash. I do believe Flash would win. To answer your fifth question, Watch Dogs or Destiny? That's actually very hard. Watch Dogs isn't really out right now, but Destiny isn't either, but Destiny is shaping out to be one of the best games of the decade. So, honestly, I would have to say Destiny for the simple fact that they have a very, very unique multiplayer to a certain extent, and I do believe Destiny is going to offer a lot more because Destiny is being worked on by Bungie and Infinity Ward, so they're putting in a little bit more work than Watch Dogs company. So honestly, I would have to say Destiny. And to answer your last question, Thor versus Aquaman. I mean, Aquaman, really, out of all freaking characters, I would have to say Thor. Without a shadow of a doubt, Thor would literally just start striking down all of his little sharks. I mean, Thor would take the victory on that one without question. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day, brother. Now moving on to the next question, which is from Vern. Hello, Alex. Man, it's been a long time since I sent you fan mail. Anyway, let's get on to the questions. We film Mind Wars, damn it. Why? Question 1, how's the new chair? Question 2, so how are the next-gen consoles? What do you like about them and what do you dislike? And why? Question 3, about Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods 2. I don't get something. Akira Toriyama wants to reintroduce Gene, right? But a lot of DBZ wikis are saying that she's already dead. So how are they going to introduce her when she's dead? Is he going to tell about the past and have Bardock interfere in how he was saving her? I mean, yeah, they could actually wish her back, but I mean, would they? Because one, they don't know her, and two, what would be the point of wishing her back? Because as you said, she was too weak to be a soldier. Anyway, what else do you think Akira Toriyama is going to do in Battle of the Gods 2? I hope Whis and Bills come back and they fight the Z-Warriors, etc. And because Vegeta is going to be the main protagonist, let's say he turns Super Saiyan 3 in the battle, but then gets his ass kicked. After that, they help Vegeta go Super Saiyan God and maybe even a new form that Goku hasn't even unlocked, and let's say that he beat Bills. After that, he can introduce the new gods from the other universes. Alright, man, those are all my questions. I hope you have a nice day and keep up the epic videos. Damn it, Vern, young money! Alright, well, to answer your first question, how's the new chair? The new chair is becoming an old chair, which I'm actually, I need to get like a super ultimate Omega gaming chair that has cushions everywhere, like a butt rub and like heating seats or something, because like, this chair is going to break my back. I'm going to end up breaking my back with it, so it's no bueno. No bueno by no means. So the new chair is all right for now. So to answer your second question, how's the next-gen consoles? The next-gen consoles are amazing, Vern. You've been a part of podcasts. You've been a part of, live streams and stuff like that. You know, the next generation consoles are really good right now. They're starting to get a little good. You know, Infamous Second Son is out. I mean, I wasn't that much big of a fan on it, but hey, it is what it is. Titanfall is amazing, and we're having other games come out, like Watch Dogs is coming out. We have E3 right around the corner. Literally, E3 is almost here, and there's going to be so much hype surrounding that because we're going to get to finally see all of our favorite games. What do I like about the consoles? I like how they're very lenient. You get to go online very easy. You get to cycle through stuff very easily. You're able to record, take pictures. You're able to, you know, download a lot of stuff. There's a lot of apps. There's a lot of things you can do. What I don't like about both consoles is the fact that they don't have any games for them yet. They don't have any exclusives that are just blockbuster just yet. Their downloadable gaming archive is very horrible. They don't have much to offer as of this point. That's why I'm waiting for E3, because after E3 they're going to broadcast and show off a lot more, which is going to be beneficial for us, the gamers, because then we get to see what we have lying on the plate. So I'm waiting for you to get a next-gen console so we can play on there. So to answer your last question, I really doubt they're going to bring Gina into Battle of Gods 2, because why would they, you know? I'm pretty sure they're going to bring her up and mention her maybe, but they're not going to, you know, actually bring her back, because what would be the point of wishing back Goku's mom now? You know, that makes no sense. It's all about Vegeta. It's not about Gina. So for me personally, what I think they should do for Battle of Gods 2 is just stick with the actual formula. I mean, if you're going to make Vegeta the main character, that's fine. Make Vegeta the character. Make Vegeta, you know, the main protagonist. Allow him to become great. You know, allow him to do epic stuff, you know, epic fighting. You know, allow him to transform into a Super Saiyan God, perhaps a Super Saiyan 3 if Akira Toriyama decides to do that, which I don't know. As of right now, do you guys think that he is going to go through with, you know, allowing Vegeta to become a Super Saiyan 3? I don't know. That's like giving Vegeta 2 forms in one movie. I mean, which would be amazing. But I want to see Whis fight. I want to see the other gods return and threaten Bills for his lack of, you know, destruction and his lack of, you know, making up for being a god. Honestly, Akira Toriyama, he has a giant, you know, option here from doing multiple things. The guy literally, I mean, he's not stupid. Akira Toriyama isn't stupid, but Akira Toriyama is pretty much on the verge. You know, he doesn't want to do more Dragon Ball Z stuff. You know, some articles are saying that he does. Some articles are saying that he doesn't. Some people are saying that he's tired of it. Some people are saying he's not. I mean, if anybody can find out if he's ever going to do an autograph signing or something, please go on ahead and ask him yourself. You know, ask him, Mr. Akira, why is it that you lost faith? Why is it that you don't care anymore? You know, just be lenient, you know? But for Battle of Gods 2, he's very interested. I know that for a fact. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, you guys saw from my updates. You guys saw from, you know, everybody else who's been telling you about it. I mean, Akira Toriyama right now, he has a giant option to do stuff. You know, he can either allow Vegeta to beat Bills. He can allow the other gods to fight the current gods, which is Bills and Whis. I mean, we can have Bills and Whis join the Z Fighters. We can have, you know, all-out war, you know, which would be amazing. But as of right now, we can't really you know, give any confirmations because it's all up to him. It really is. I mean, we have no say in anything just yet. But Battle of Gods 2, I would like to see the movie be a lot longer and no filler. No filler. That's the first thing I want to say. No filler. I don't want to see anything sidetrack the story. I want to see just brutal fighting, epic, you know, monologues, just overall an epic movie. You know, the last one was epic, but except it was just too much talking, you know, which I understand because they want to explain the story, they want to explain the origins of Bills and everything like that. Actually, we don't even know the origins of Bills and Whis yet, you know. All we know is that they're gods, they're powerful gods, and that's that, you know, like they're the only gods within that one universe, but there are other gods out there. So, for me personally, I just want to see an expansion of the story and better character development, a better Super Saiyan God look, because Super Saiyan God looks so stupid in Battle of Gods. I mean, everybody who has a brain already knows that. So personally, for me, just overall better character development and better overall storytelling. I think with that being said, that would be awesome. So, but anyways, Mr. Vern, thank you for the questions, and I will be seeing you on Minecraft, man. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I was your host, UnrealEntGaming. Everybody, I have to go because I have to do food shopping. I have to do laundry. I have to do a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to get it done while the weather is good, because if it starts starts raining or if it starts fucking, you know, showering meteors or something, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Like I said, as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit it up with a like and a favorite. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow me and check me out on Twitch at AlexAnimal7 on there, everybody. Thank you all for watching once again. Stay tuned for more because I have a lot more surprises where that came from. So many other things that I have planned for you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. God bless each and every single one of you. Don't forget to submit your questions. And on that note, guys, Godzilla is next week, and I hope to see you all then. Take care, everybody. Peace.